everybody. Thanks for joining us for On the Podcast. This is a short form episode podcast that you can listen to while you're on the pot. Or it is Thanksgiving Day and your family's in the other room and you're like, I just have to go to the other room for a little while because you're pretty sick of them. And they're just like asking you all these really deep personal questions that you don't want to answer. And you just go hide in your room and listen to On the Podcast for a while.
We will break down that turkey and pie.
I'm Katie.
I'm Liz. Hello, Katie.
Hello, Liz.
What up?
How's it going? It is Thanksgiving week.
Gobble, gobble. Let me guess. We be talking about Thanksgiving.
We're talking about Thanksgiving. Is Thanksgiving a big holiday in your family?
Yes. Yes and no. Well, yes. It is. There have been many times when we're not all together on actual Thanksgiving Day. Mm-hmm. So you'd go, oh, that's not a big deal. It is, because then we reschedule Thanksgiving to a different day.
Yeah.
The end.
Cool. Liz, my family always watches the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade to start off Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah. I like the Thanksgiving Day Parade. I hate the commercials. It depends on who's hosting it and if I'm like awake and not making anything or if I'm just, awake.
Always set an alarm, wake up, and watch whoever is the Today Show anchor at the moment. Host.
Al Roker always crushes it.
Al Roker does a great job. He's in the crowd. He's having fun. But I wanted to tell you a little bit of the background of the Thanksgiving Day Parade because
Macy's is
Thanksgiving
the
Day Parade. Yeah, Macy's. Thanks for listening. Dun, 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 dun.
We would love some free stuff.
Macy's. Sponsored by Macy's. But it's one of my favorite things. And I'm a 30-year-old woman. I should not love parades as much as I do. But I love them. And it's just such a sense of nostalgia to me.
All parades are just
all
Macy's?
Parades. Especially this one. Specifically this one. But all parades, really.
I love a great parade.
The Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade first took place in 1924. It has been going for that long.
Wow, almost 100 years.
Almost 100 years. 2 years. We're 2 years away from that. That'll be so exciting. It's tied for the second oldest Thanksgiving Day parade in the U.S.
What's first?
It's the Philadelphia Thanksgiving Day Parade. The one that it's tied with is America's Thanksgiving Day Parade in Detroit. But who's heard of either of those?
No. No.
And Liz, it's been televised on NBC since 1953. So this is something, honestly, that my parents have probably watched since they were little tiny tykes too.
We babes.
The first parade was hosted by store employees that marched to Herald Square to the flagship store on 34th Street. They were dressed in costumes. There were floats. There was bands and live animals borrowed from the Central Park Zoo.
Yikes.
Yeah, can you imagine parading with like a tiger?
No.
Yeah, that's a little intense. Like the energy behind it, maybe getting rid of those live animals was probably a good idea.
You know what song actually was stuck in my head the other day? Send your regards to Broadway and remember me at Herald Square.
That's a weird song.
What a weird song. I didn't even realize Herald Square was a thing until this episode.
The first parade had an audience of more than 250,000 people.
Holy cow.
In 1924.
That was the entire population of the United States, right?
Yeah, pretty sure it was. The parade was such a success that it pushed Ragamuffin Day out of existence.
I have no idea what Ragamuffin Day is.
I did not know.
But I do love muffins.
Yeah. Nothing to do with muffins.
Well,
I didn't know it was a thing until I was doing research for this podcast. Good job, Macy's, pushing it into obscurity. You did a good job.
Bad job, rags that aren't even muffins.
So Ragamuffin Liz was basically the olden days version of trick-or-treating before like trick-or-treating was a thing. It was a Thanksgiving Day activity from 1870 into the 1920s where kids would go and like dress up and knock on doors and beg for candy and treats and all that good stuff. And people hated it.
I can't get over the name.
Ragamuffin.
Like trick or treat makes sense, but it's like you go up, you show up and you're like Raggermuffin. Then you either get a rag or a muffin. And in all honesty, I would be stoked to get like a bucket full of muffins.
So there were also Ragamuffin parades, but the last Ragamuffin parade took place in 1956. So basically, it's out of anyone's memory by now. Okay, so we thought 250,000 people was impressive in 1924.
Yeah, we also thought it was the population of the United States.
There were more than 1 million people lining the parade route in 1933.
Wow, so like 9 years later, it's quadded in size.
It's quadded in size. It's a whole thing. The year after that, in 1934, the first balloon entered the parade.
Oh, wow.
Any guesses on what the character was?
SpongeBob.
Yeah, SpongeBob SquarePants, 1934.
Santa Claus.
No, like a balloon.
Yeah, Santa Claus.
No.
Turkey?
That would make sense. It was Mickey Mouse.
Oh.
The parade was suspended from 1942 to 1944 during World War II because rubber and helium were needed for the war effort. So those were dark times. Those were some dark times.
Yeah, I feel like 2020 was bad. 2021 was like a little bit better, but I think we forget about how whack things were in the early 40s.
In the 40s, yeah. Yeah. Were you as freaked out in 2020 when you did not know if the parade was going to happen or not?
No.
I remember it being like a big thing for me.
I don't even remember Thanksgiving 2020.
Yeah, they did have it, but it was pre-recorded.
Oh.
Felt a little different, but they still had it.
Yeah, I don't recall.
I
I don't recall any of 2020.
Yeah.
I have PTSD.
Liz, we love the parade. It's fantastic. The balloons are great, but they also cause injuries. People go to the parade, think they're going to have a good time. On November 25th, 1993, a huge strong gust of wind pushed Sonic the Hedgehog balloon into a lamppost, and then the lamppost dragged the balloon down and injured a child and an off-duty police officer.
Dang.
I know. A similar thing happened on November 27th, 1997, when some high winds pushed the Cat in the Hat balloon into a lamppost. The falling debris struck a parade goer, fracturing her skull, and it left her in a coma for a month.
Dang.
On November 24th, 2005, the M&M's balloon collided with a street light in Times Square, and part of the light fell on two sisters who luckily only suffered minor injuries.
So many injuries at the hands of cartoons.
Yeah.
And wind.
So, do you have a favorite balloon?
SpongeBob. Yeah, Spiderman. Spider-Man's cool AF. And like the strings that come off his body, I like to imagine that they're the webs.
I would love to be one of those people with the balloon string and like parading through. I think that would be so much fun.
Really?
Yeah.
But you could get sucked away by the wind. And injured.
I mean, I would let that thing go. Let that thing go and run for my life. Also, stay away from lampposts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stay away from wind.
Stay away from wind. I also have to say I'm a huge child. And when Santa Claus comes at the end, I have the reaction like Buddy the Elf in Elf. And I go, Santa!
I know him!
And it makes me so happy. And I get a little verklempt thinking about it because it's so happy. It's so nice.
So Santa's your favorite.
I love Santa Claus. Santa is my absolute favorite part of that parade.
Well, we have similar favorites.
Spiderman and Santa.
Yep.
So, I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. You get to spend some time with some friends or some family, have some delicious food, and watch the parade.
I have to thank you, Katie, for filling my body with knowledge while I fill myself with food I only eat once a year.
Yeah. Love it.
Thanks.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Gobble gobble, yo.
What's that inside your body now?
Lots of pie and knowledge.
Happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for listening.
Gobble gobble, y'all.